Hey guys! So, today, not only are you going to get my take on last night's episode of the originals, but you're going to get it in my Princess Leia buns. Score! So, you guys, there was all kinds of craziness that happened last night. I think one of the biggest things that happened is that Sophie Devereaux is dead. What? I was not expecting that. And I'm kind of bummed to see her go. So we get that Sophie's niece Monique, who was one of the harvest witches that got sacrificed, actually raises back up. I'm guessing that's because of something that Celeste did. The thing though we get about Monique is that when she comes back, she does not look happy. I mean, she just looks like she is waiting to do something evil. And sure enough, it's her that kills Sophie by the end of the episode. I must say the witches definitely have the upper hand, and there's a part of me that almost feels like, you know, they probably deserve that. They have been squashed down for far too long, and it's time for some payback. There was this great scene between Elijah and Celeste, or Sabine, when Elijah basically tells her, look, I know you're Celeste, I've figured that out, and you get that whatever love there was between the two of them has really kind of been overshadowed by Celeste's kind of desire for revenge against Klaus. Klaus was the one that killed her, which kind of sucky sucks. And she wants him to pay more than she wants to kind of cuddle up with Elijah. There was this moment where the two of them kiss and she actually like poisons him with a kiss. I mean, which was just kind of symbolic and crazy. In doing that, she gives Elijah a choice. She tells him like, look, you're too weak right now to save everyone, so I'm gonna give you a choice. You're gonna have enough strength to save one person, and right now, Klaus is in danger, Rebecca's in danger, and so is Haley. Who are you going to choose? I must say, I was a little bummed that he chose to go save Haley, especially after all of Elijah's talk about family first and blah-de-blah-de-blah-de. I mean, I get that he's kind of falling for Haley, but I don't know, you guys. You know that I'm kind of not feeling that anymore. So yeah, he chose to save Haley. And basically the witches have Klaus and they have Rebecca, and they're planning on kind of torturing them pretty badly. So let's talk about Haley for a second, right? So she had this big kind of werewolf party, with her family, like with this clan of werewolves that she belongs to. Of course, we get that they're cursed so that the full moon has the reverse effect on them. So basically they are in wolf form, except for on the day of the full moon. That's the only day that they're actually human. And so on the full moon, she throws them this big party so she can kind of meet them and get to know them. And we got to meet a few of them. And can I just say, hello, Jackson, my new favorite of everything. So Jackson, we get, is the wolf that has really kind of been watching over Haley. Long story short, it turns out that Haley and Jackson were actually betrothed to each other, like by their families, which I thought was really cool. And I liked him, and I feel like this is a real love triangle. You know, I think Klaus and Elijah and Haley is not really much of a love triangle, other than the fact that Klaus just doesn't want anyone to have what he wants. You know, he doesn't really love Haley, but this guy, Jackson, definitely seems like he could step in and kind of be like, hey, we're destined to be together. And that is more of a love triangle, you know, the choice of who do I choose? Oh my gosh. And you guys know I love Elijah, but Jackson, piqued my interest. I must say, he piqued my interest. Let's talk about Rebecca for a second too, you guys. I am so tired of this woman getting the shaft, you know, and I know she makes stupid choices, but I think it's because she is so desperate to find someone to love her, and not just to love her, but to really kind of like stick by her side and protect her. And so once again, she falls for this guy and it turns out to be a trap. I really am waiting for Rebecca to find her true love, and I can't wait for it to happen. I don't think it's anybody we've met yet. You know, I know a lot of you guys are saying that you think she should end up with Matt, but I don't know about that. I don't feel the Marcel thing, even though I've read a few interviews with Julie Plec and she's touting Marcel as like Rebecca's love, and I am not feeling that or getting that at all. I don't know. I would love to hear what you guys think about that. I thought it was a really good episode. I was really excited to meet the wolves and to kind of learn more about Haley's family. I can't wait for them to kind of, you know, figure that all out. The preview for the next episode looks really, really awesome. Even though I know it's going to be a couple of weeks before we get it, I'll be excited when it does come on. Okay, guys, that is it for me today. And me and my Princess Leia buns are out of here. Bye.